All right, let's jump right in. We're going to break down 5 key decisions that make all the difference between just earning a high income and building a truly wealthy lifestyle. And believe me, this isn't about looking rich, it's about being genuinely, unshakably secure. Just take a second and actually picture that. What would that feel like? That's real financial freedom. And you know what? It might sound like a far-off dream, but it is an absolutely reachable destination. The trick is having the right map, and that's exactly what we're going to build together right now. So first things first, we've got to talk about a huge trap. It's this idea that a big paycheck automatically makes you wealthy. But the truth? A high income doesn't guarantee a thing. In fact, sometimes it just hides a really fragile reality. This slide? This is a story so many people are living right now. Let me tell you about a guy. We'll call him Rohan. He's 28, lives in Mumbai, and on this surface, man, he had it all. The great job, the cool car, the weekend trips that looked amazing on Instagram. But what you couldn't see was what was happening behind the scenes. Then one month, bam, a medical emergency hit his family. It wasn't even a huge catastrophe, but it was enough to completely wipe out what little savings he had. And just like that, the whole lifestyle started to crack. He realized he was living in a bubble. Rohan's story is the perfect wake-up call. Without a plan, a high income is just a faster way to spend your money. So, how do you make sure you don't end up in that bubble? Well, it starts with the very first decision. Before you even think about SIPs or budgets, you have to know where you're actually going. It's like a road trip, right? You wouldn't just get in the car and start driving without a destination. Your money needs a destination too. Seriously, what does wealth actually mean to you? Is it being financially free by the time you're 40? Is it retiring early so you can finally start that passion project? Or maybe it's just having enough passive income rolling in that your money is working harder than you are. You've got to get specific here. This vision becomes your North Star, and it guides every single choice you make from here on out. Your vision can be anything, but it has to be real. A friend of mine, let's call him Rohit, he was saving for years, just kind of saving for the sake of saving. He'd invest a little here and there based on tips, but when he finally sat down and looked at the numbers, he was nowhere close to his actual dream, which was buying a bigger home for his family. Without that clear target, you're just driving blind. Okay, so you've got your destination plugged into the GPS. Now for decision number 2, you have to build the vehicle that's going to get you there safely. This is your financial foundation. Think of it like your personal fortress, because without it, the most amazing vision in the world will just crumble at the first sign of trouble. And these 3 things, they are the absolute non-negotiables. They are the pillars of your fortress. First, an emergency fund for those curveballs life throws at you. Second, the right insurance, life and health, so one crisis doesn't wipe you out completely. And third, a rock-solid plan to aggressively get rid of any high-interest debt that's actively working against you. Let's just focus on that last point for a second. 30%. That's what you could be paying on credit card debt. It is a silent wealth killer. I saw this happen to my friend Alka. She was doing all the right things, investing in mutual funds, but at the same time, she was carrying a huge credit card balance. When an emergency came up, she had to sell her investments at a loss just to pay off the debt. It was brutal. I know what you might be thinking. Oh, that phone EMI is harmless. It's just a small amount. But all those small debts add up. Think of each one as a tiny leak in your financial boat. You might not notice 1 or 2, but over time, enough of those little leaks will sink the entire ship. The bottom line is, you have to plug the leaks first. Okay, your vision is set. Your foundation is solid. The leaks are plugged. Now we get to the really exciting part, making your money start working for you. But you gotta remember, just throwing money at the latest hot stock isn't investing. That's just gambling with a plan. Just look at this chart. It shows the mind-blowing power of being consistent. It's night and day, right? Investing randomly here and there, yeah, it gets you somewhere. But a disciplined, consistent approach, like a systematic investment plan or an SIP, where you invest the same amount every single month, no matter what, the difference over time is just massive. That's the magic of compounding. Be honest with yourself for a second. It's so tempting, isn't it? You hear a friend made a killing on a stock and you get that fear of missing out. But this is such a classic mistake. I knew a guy, Vikram, who poured a bunch of money into some crypto coin just because he heard his friend got rich. He lost a lot when it crashed. Meanwhile, his colleague was just quietly putting money into SIPs every month and built a 50 lakh portfolio. You can't chase trends, you have to build a strategy. And a huge part of any good strategy is diversification. It's the oldest saying in the book for a reason. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And in India, we've got some great accessible options. You've got mutual fund SIPs, index funds that let you own a piece of the whole market, and even government-backed schemes like PPF and NPS. Spreading your money around is how you manage risk.
And now for the fourth decision. And honestly, this is the one where most people stumble. You get a raise, you even start investing a bit more, but your lifestyle inflates so fast that you're not actually getting ahead. This is all about managing that lifestyle creep and then taking it a step further.
Just take a look at this. It's so simple, but so powerful. Two people, same salary. Person A spends most of it and invests 10 grand. Person B is a little more intentional, lives on a bit less and invests 30 grand. In the beginning, it doesn't feel like a big deal. But fast forward 2 decades, person B has nearly 4 times the wealth. 4 times, all from that one choice made every month. And this brings us to a huge mindset shift. When you get a raise, your first thought shouldn't be, awesome, what new thing can I buy? It should be, awesome, how much more can I invest? My friend Priya got a promotion and immediately bought a fancy new car. Her friend Saif leased a more modest one and invested the difference. It's pretty easy to guess who's going to be wealthier in the long run, right? And the final piece of this puzzle is to go beyond just one salary. Real, true financial freedom comes when you're not dependent on a single paycheck. I have another friend, Rahul, who lost his high-paying IT job during a downturn, and it was devastating because that was his only source of income. Building multiple streams of income, even if they're small, is your ultimate safety net. So let's bring it all together. It's really that simple. Number 1, define your vision. Know where you're going. Number 2, build your foundation. Make it unshakable. 3, invest intelligently so your money starts to grow. And finally, number 4, live smart and grow your income streams. That's it. That is the blueprint. The path is clear. The blueprint is right in front of you. The only thing left to do is to take that very first step. So I'll leave you with this question. What is one thing you will do this week, not next month, not someday, but this week to start building your truly wealthy lifestyle?